Welcome, everyone, to Lubbock, Texas, Jones AT&T Stadium, where their tortillas will be flying in celebration and in support of their beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Mountaineers will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Mayo. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mountaineers' return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Now on the option. Now the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Makes the catch past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. The toss to the right. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pin their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. And the Mountaineers are on the move. Finds his big tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going with the ground game left. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. They go right back to him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. That's the last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Crowd is tearing the lid off this place. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He makes a grab. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. On 4th and goal, no thought of the field goal. They'll go for the touchdown. Gets it out quickly. No, sir, they strung it out enough. He tried to pick his way through, but just not enough running room, and the defense with a stand. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to impose their will with the run. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Quick with the spin move. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Alford. Get it out on the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Red pass hits complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. The Mountaineers are in the red zone. With jet sweep pass. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Great job of the base defense making the play.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. That is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Yeah, last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. A 1st down for the offense. The give on the inside. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. All wideouts, no backs. Back to throw, it's Alford. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Got his man quickly. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Mountaineers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. A little release to the back. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, West Virginia. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the 1st half, going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, we're only in the 1st half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. And that ball is picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. And a quick shuffle pass underneath.
In football, you hear the term, quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Unleashes it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 50-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Might as well give it to him again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Pocket starts to collapse. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got his man. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterbacks sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that, too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
He'll pitch it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Fakes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. That is no good. Lead is still in double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Quick strike complete. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. A little screen to the running back. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Got a lot of room to the right. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is...
And they got him for the sack. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the... Offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. You're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Back to throw. It's Alford. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the route is on. And they'll try to tack on 2. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point, except they want to run up the score. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Rojas.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be...
And he intercepts it. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he breaks into the open. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. To the air, it's Alford. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the...
Touchdown, West Virginia! And the beatdown has ensued.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about the...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback is snowed under.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
On 4th down, going to the air. He lofts one down the sideline. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. couldn't order better field position for this offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Alford. Looking for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Offense getting set for first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Smashes ahead. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Alford. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the stakes. And the Mountaineers have pushed it inside the 20. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. I know they were expected to win this game, and they're just about to finish it off, but there is something to be said for handling this type of pressure.
Handling it and squashing it. I mean, what an unbelievable job proving that you're one of the best teams in the country. Like, leave no doubt. That's a good football team on the other side of the field, Palmer, that they just took apart.
Yeah, they've been able to fight complacency all season long. It seems like it never matters who's lined up across from them. They're bringing their A-plus game to the yard, and they did that here today. Statement delivered.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. How about this? These guys are going for 2. Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find some. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. First down here for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Alford. He rifles one deep down the middle. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Snags it. Touchdown Mountaineers. And the pummeling has started.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's thrown another interception. And he's going to go down as time has run out. So hope stays alive. The undefeated season lives on as they inch closer to that 12-0 goal and what they hope will be a berth in the college football playoff.
And I'm just so impressed with the mindset of this football team each and every week. They're poised, they're focused, they have a good game plan, they know who they are, and they go out and they execute. It's as if they're not even thinking about the college football playoff, David. They're just trying to be the best version of themselves each and every week.
And it sounds cliche and it sounds stupid, but know who you are, do it well, don't beat yourself. All those things are the things that coaches are going to say, but you can tell this team's done a great job up until this point. I got a feeling they're going to finish really strong, and I got a feeling those college football playoffs are right around the corner.